Listen up. If you think the .22 Magnum is a dead cartridge, you have been spending too much time on internet forums and not enough time in the field. While everyone else is arguing about the 6.5 Creedmoor or burning cash on 5.56 ammo, the smart money is quietly moving back to the rimfire king. I'm talking about a round that delivers enough kinetic energy to fold a coyote at 100 yards, but costs less than a cup of cheap gas station coffee. This is not about plinking soda cans in the backyard anymore. This is about serious farm defense and pest control, with tools that run reliably when the dirt starts flying. Today, we're breaking down the top 5 rifles that turn this underrated caliber into a surgical instrument for keeping your property clean. We're looking for tack drivers that feed smoothly and do not require a mortgage to own. Stick around, because the #1 rifle on this list is a lever-action masterpiece that feels like it was built in a time when quality actually mattered.
We're starting this list with a working-class hero that does not care about your feelings or your bank account balance. The Savage 9.3 is the definition of a utilitarian tool designed for one purpose, and that is putting meat in the pot or pests in the ground. She is not going to win any beauty contests with that synthetic stock, which feels a bit hollow and cheap like a plastic toy from a dollar store. I'll be honest with you, the magazine release on this thing is a pain in the neck and requires fingers of steel to operate smoothly. But once you get past the rough edges, she's a certified tack driver, thanks to that legendary AccuTrigger, which lets you break the shot clean as glass. I watched a rancher use one of these to drop 3 raccoons in under a minute last week, and he did not miss a beat. You can pick this workhorse up for around $300, which makes it the perfect truck gun that you don't have to worry about scratching. She might be ugly and a bit clunky, but when you need to send a 40-grain slug into a varmint's vitals, she delivers every single time.
Next up is the black sheep of the family that prioritizes firepower over everything else. The Kel-Tec CMR-30 is less of a hunting rifle and more of a polymer space gun that holds a staggering 30 rounds of Magnum ammo in the magazine. If you have a pack of coyotes coming into the chicken coop at night, having 30 rounds on tap without reloading is a serious tactical advantage. But I have to give you a veteran warning, because this gun is a high-maintenance diva. The magazines are extremely annoying to load, and if you do not stack the rims perfectly, she will jam faster than a cheap printer in a busy office. She also feels a bit flimsy with that telescoping stock, which rattles like a bag of loose bolts when you're hiking through the brush. But when she runs like a sewing machine and delivers a wall of lead that can suppress any varmint problem in seconds. The price hovers around $600, which is steep for a gun made mostly of plastic, but nobody else gives you this kind of capacity. She's a fun range toy that can do serious work, but only if you have the patience to baby those magazines. We're getting back to serious business with a rifle that is arguably the most practical tool on this entire list. The Ruger American Rimfire is the Chevy Silverado of the gun world because it just works every single time you pull the trigger. The genius here is that she uses the legendary rotary magazines from the 10-22, which are flush-fitting and indestructible. I love the adjustable comb on the stock because it lets you get a proper cheek weld whether you're using iron sights or a massive thermal scope for night hunting. However, do not expect the bolt to be smooth right out of the box, because it often sounds and feels like a rusty zipper until you break it in with a few hundred rounds. She's short and handy, which makes her perfect for keeping behind the seat of a truck
or on a tractor for those opportunistic shots. You're looking at a price tag of around $450, which is a fair price for American iron. She's not flashy, and she won't impress your friends at the country club, but when a fox is eyeing your livestock at 80 yards, she's the one you want in your hands.
Now, we're crossing the ocean to look at a piece of European engineering that turns varmint hunting into an art form. The CZ-457 American is hands down the most accurate rimfire rifle you can buy without spending custom shop money. The Turkish walnut stock is so beautiful that you might be afraid to take it into the briar patch and scratch it, which is actually a downside for a working gun. The bolt throw is only 60 degrees, which means you can mount a large scope low to the bore without your knuckles hitting the optic when you cycle the action. But perfection comes at a cost because the magazines for this thing are ridiculously expensive, costing nearly double what a domestic magazine costs. The trigger is fully adjustable and breaks like a thin icicle, allowing you to make headshots on squirrels at distances that seem impossible. You will pay around $600 for this level of refinement, but you are getting an heirloom quality rifle that your grandkids will probably fight over. If you miss a shot with this rifle, you cannot blame the gun because she is absolutely surgical.
This is the apex predator of the rimfire world, and it brings us back to the roots of American rifle culture. The Henry Golden Boy in .22 Magnum is not just a gun, it is a statement that the old ways are still the best ways. With that octagon barrel and brass receiver, she looks like she stepped right out of a Western movie. But do not let the looks fool you. The lever action mechanism allows for quick follow-up shots without losing your sight picture, which is critical when you're engaging multiple moving targets. However, I have to be brutal and tell you that she is heavy as a boat anchor, weighing in at nearly 7 pounds, which gets tiring after a long day in the field. Loading her is also slow because you have to drop rounds into the tube magazine one by one, which is a nightmare if your hands are cold or you're under stress. But the smoothness of that action is unmatched, and the mechanical connection you feel when you rack that lever is worth every penny of the $600 price tag. She hits hard, looks good, and functions with a reliability that modern plastic guns can only dream of. If you want to feel like a true marksman while defending your property, there is simply no other choice. There you have it, friends. The .22 Magnum is back from the dead, and in 2026, it is the smartest choice for anyone needing serious pest control on a budget. Whether you choose the high capacity of the Kel-Tec or the classic reliability of the Henry, you are getting a tool that punches way above its weight class. Stop listening to the caliber snobs and pick up a Magnum rimfire before the prices go up again. Protect your farm, put meat on the table, and keep your powder dry. Check the description for the current best prices on these rigs.